Hi there, welcome to this week episode of PHPseries. I think this is the 4th or 5th week in emotional intelligence and mastery. So we'll continue from there this week. Awesome. So last week I promised us that we're going to be doing something I saw in my life manual. I brought a reality from there and I'll be sharing. I call it the Adamic Reality, like that. The ability for us as humans to adapt to any situation. Like we have that power inside of us. So I'll be sharing a story from my life manual, and I'll be asking you a question. And from that question, I'll be drawing an inference like that we can work it as earthlings. All right. So I saw in the beginning of this on earth, I saw my life manual there. The first man, Adam and Eve, they were created into the garden. But it got to a time things have to happen, some unexpected happened, and they had to leave that garden. They were created, this is what I saw, they were actually created primarily for that garden. When they were created, the survivor, everything that they were created with, their fashion like that, the spirit was created for that garden. But then when things had to change, that they had to leave that garden, I thought they were going to die. Like something was going to happen that they would not be able to survive. But you know what? They did more than survive. And so from there, I was able to draw that really, so we as humans, there is this innate power that lies at the core of our being, that we really can survive and adapt to almost any situation. And so let me ask you this question. Have you ever thought of it that what is the best thing that can ever happen to you? Think of it. And what is the worst thing that can ever happen to you? I know you're now, you're like thinking, the best thing that can ever happen to you is maybe you saw 50 billion naira at your door. Keep dreaming. Or somebody, maybe if you are from my country, Nigeria, maybe $10 daughter or Dangote's daughter is your girlfriend. Keep dreaming. Well done. But then you know what I'm talking about, and maybe you're thinking, what's the worst thing that can ever happen to you? You're like, I'm sure you're not going to say death, because death is inevitable. So you cannot tell me death is the worst thing that can ever happen to you. Or maybe you're saying, maybe you get paralyzed, or you have an accident that you lose some major part of your body that is important to you. They are very, very different like that. See, this is it. This is what I've discovered. This is what I want to draw out from here. Remember, we are talking about happiness throughout in PHPseries, and you think having that money or marrying $10 daughter or you losing will make you very, very happy, or you getting paralyzed, or you have an accident that you lose some part of your body that you like, we completely bring you to the lower part of the spectrum of happiness. No, this is it. See, this is what wealth does, and this is the psychology of wealth that I want to teach you. When you get wealth, like you leave a level and you move to the next level, the happiness comes at that particular time. Like when you get wealthy today, that wealth, okay, let's say you were a millionaire before you become a billionaire. Check it in the next 1 year. You will return to the baseline of happiness that you used to be. Like that happiness that you think you skyrocket and you became a billionaire now. You will come back after 1 year, you will come back to that baseline of happiness. Is going to rhyme. Same to that person that thinks he had an accident and he's going to lose some part of his body. The two of them are going to adapt. That same person that actually thinks he has lost joy, that he can't be happy again in his life, in his or her life, will come back. We adapt to that situation and come back to be happy at his own baseline on the spectrum. And so I said all of that to say this, that we humans can adapt to any situation. And so any situation like that, you found yourself like that, really, you have the power and the ability for you to adapt to that situation. And so your correct response to every situation that life brings you will help you to adapt to that situation. So I think I've been able to leave you better with this, really. So you know, I already told you is a big topic, and so we are not really sharing things that we are not sharing big things. They are just sharing basic things that can apply to your life, basic life acts like that. That's what we are sharing. So I'll be running off with the pursuit of happiness on emotional intelligence and mastery by next week. The pursuit of happiness, some things that we need to know, and we are good. So we'll move straight to mental health education. I'll see you next week. Blessings.